Apologize, everybody. There is a technical difficulty. The stream just aired out there. So just restarting it here. I'm just gonna wait a minute so people can get back into the stream. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but the program just crashed out completely. So I don't know if it doesn't like streaming from the Saturn. I don't know, but I've never had that ever happen before. So that's pretty crazy. All right, hopefully people come back. We had a decent amount on the stream, so that really stinks. But we did just get the mansion key. I'm gonna try going up on the balcony. And hopefully that doesn't happen again. Yeah, we definitely did. So hopefully they realized that it crashed and they're able to come back. But we had a good amount. We had about 4 or 5 people on YouTube and 1 person on Twitch there. So. All right, they're starting to come back now. Oh, got this guy here. Oh, there's another one. I was not expecting that. Let's see if we can get this guy. I used to do this with Chris. Let's see if it'll work. I used to get him hung up on the statue here and then knife him. You might be too smart. Yeah, I apologize for that, Mocha. Yeah, the stream. I have never had that happen before on for Streamlet. Oh, I just died. All right, that trick did not work at all. Maybe it only works in the director's cut. They're too. Maybe they're a little bit more smart on this one. Oh man, my save is kind of far back too, guys. I think I saved was, yeah, pretty far back. You know, what's funny is I actually was like, oh, I should save. I didn't. So this is pretty far back. Sorry. I wasn't expecting to die there. I won't do that again. Yeah, way far back here. That sucks. I don't know. There's another game I've been wanting to play too. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of uh, Clyde Barker's Jericho. But that's also a game on, I believe, both the 360 and the PS3 as well. It's like a kind of like a fair, I guess. All right. So the only thing that sucks about this is I don't remember what I did already and what I didn't. Let's see. If I kill these guys up here, then I guess that'll tell me that the upstairs should be clear for now. Yeah, that's kind of a game that I've been wanting to check out on the stream just because I don't really remember it either. All right, so I didn't kill these guys. Oh, I got the knife still. All right, these guys are down. Yeah, I played it way back in the day when it first released, but I don't remember anything about it. But it's been sitting. It's it's one of those games that sit in your backlog, and it's like that'd probably make for a decent stream. Yeah, this isn't Resident Evil 4, so we can't kick them, I probably could have, if this was RE4, I probably could have kicked them right off the balcony there. All right, let's make some room here. Red Dead Revolver. So I've never played that game, but it's like the kind of like the game that's before Red Dead Redemption, right? That's like what eventually became it. Well, if you like Red Dead Revolver, you should play Gun. Gun is very much like that as well. That's actually a game that's on my wish list for the 360. I don't think it ever came out on PS3. I could be wrong. I have to double check it. I think it came out on PS2, the original Xbox. Oh, Sake, thank you for joining. Hope you're having a good Tuesday night, and that's awesome. I'll have to go on your channel and check it out. It's a game that I own it on the OG Xbox, but I want to get it on the 360. All right, we got everybody joining now. All right, we unlocked another door. This is the door with the broken doorknob, right? Yep. All right, so we're going to head back to the dining room. We're going to do all those puzzles again because I decided to mess up. Yeah, the PSP version is actually a decent version too. But I just think there's better ways to play the game, and it's a good enough game. I remember playing it back in the day. It's a good enough game where I think it you should like PSP should be like your last kind of like your last resort to play it on. Now I'm kind of curious if anybody can look it up, see if Gun is on the PS3. I want to say it isn't, but if it is, that's the version that I would prefer. There was a 3DS version of Gun? Really? I didn't think there was a 3DS version. How did I miss that? Oh, there's actually a DS version of Resident Evil. On the on the original DS. There's the Resident Evil game that's actually really good. I owned it at some point for like a split second, and I ended up selling it at some point. It's one of those things you regret, you know. I wish I had kept it. Deadly Silence is trying to remember. Is that the PS2 one when you're on the boat? Oh no, you're talking about Resident Evil for the DS, Deadly Silence, right? That's what it's called. It's got a subtitle, Deadly Silence. All right, let's do all these puzzles again, and then I'm gonna save over here. Yeah, Deadly Silence I owned on the DS and got rid of it like a. Although it may not be a very expensive game right now. I feel like for most Resident Evil games, they're not too bad price wise, because it just seems like there's so many ways to play them. All right, I'm gonna have to. But there are a few, like Resident Evil Gaiden. That's an expensive one on the Game Boy. And then there's a few others, like the GameCube versions are really expensive. At least for Resident Evil 2 and 3. But I feel like most Resident Evil games are very accessible to play. I mean, they're constant. All the HD remastered ones are constantly on sale, for like dirt cheap too. Oh, I didn't mean to pick up another ribbon. I meant to save it so that I could use it. Oh, that sucks. I just messed myself up. All right, so this sucks because I can't drop stuff. So it's either I go all the way back to that box. I did not plan this right. Yeah, the Dreamcast ones are expensive as well. You're right. Oh, man. I really don't feel like going all the way back there. I don't know if there's another box anywhere else. I actually really enjoy Resident Evil 5. I was playing it not that long ago. It's a really fun game, and I actually enjoy 6 as well. I know they're not super popular, but I actually enjoy them. Oh, I'm debating whether I really want to go over here, but I kind of have to. It's either I waste an item or I make the trip over here, risk getting injured. Gaiden is actually one that I would like to play. I would definitely probably have to emulate that. But it actually, from what I've seen people play of it, it actually seems like a pretty decent RE game. My first zombie game was Zombies Ate My Neighbor on the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. Oh, where'd this guy come from? See, now I'm injured, so I might, yeah, I'm just gonna use it. Ah. All right, so I should have enough to at least complete space to at least do that puzzle now. So I basically just came here just to get hurt. Basically what I just did. All right, let's try this again. See, I got too confident in my first playthrough, and I'm like, oh, let's see if this glitch will work, and it doesn't work. And I did so good on that run too, and now I'm like struggling. And then Streamlabs crashed. Tenchu, I've never played. And then House of the Dead games, I did play. I do remember I used to play that game a lot with my cousin on the Dreamcast. And I picked up one of them on the Switch recently, but it's okay. I feel like they could have did a better job with it, but it's not terrible, I guess. All right, let's go. We're not gonna go visit Kenneth right now because I don't need that ammo. We're gonna get the key. It's kind of amazing how this game just like the design is well enough where you can just figure things out without too much thought, I guess. That makes sense. Like you know how a lot of modern games today they need like yellow paint and stuff to kind of drag you along. Like I feel like these games like you eventually figure it out. Like it's like, oh, okay. Like, oh, there's a music sheet here. Oh, there's a piano. Let me push the right button this time. Play the piano. Yeah, I apologize everybody. I died. So that's why you're seeing all this again. Probably one of the greatest piano songs ever made. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that they weren't tough back in the day, but I feel like they're designed well enough that you could eventually figure it out. No, as a kid, I didn't play this game. I watched my cousin play this game, and he didn't have a guide, and he would eventually get it. Like it would take time, but he would eventually get it. And I just know because I was with him. Used to sleep over his house on the weekends and basically watch him play all the Resident Evil games, Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill. And yeah, it was back before really the internet. And I don't ever recall seeing him have a guide. I feel like that's something I would probably remember. I hope this isn't Chris's blood. All right, hopefully this key doesn't take up a spot. Oh, it does. That sucks. Like really, you can't fit that key somewhere where it doesn't take a spot? Warriors is a game that I've never played. But I remember that being a big thing back in the day. People in school always talking about it. But I've never watched the movies or I've never played the game. Let's go see Kenneth here. Although we're only gonna have enough space for one of these clips here. Poor Kenneth. Oh no, I guess it can combine. Yes, there we go. All right, Kenneth, you don't have any more bullets somewhere? Poor Kenneth. Steal all his ammo and go. I think that's a great description of the movie or whatever, because that's all I remember too is people running. Anytime you'd see like clips of it or something, right? I think that's great. That's funny. Somebody's probably gonna read that and be like, get upset. Can't use it here. What do you mean? Sinker room right here. Yeah, I'm gonna save my progress in case I die again. I really wasn't sure how this stream was gonna go. Other than the crash, it's been holding up well because typically I use a retro tink for this, and that decided that it wasn't gonna work right before the stream. Just decided that it wasn't gonna take power anymore. So I'm using a cheapo converter to HDMI here, so I apologize if it doesn't look too great, but at least it's holding up. At least it's not giving me any audio glitches like I've had before. But it's amazing how well the retro tink is. Like I was testing it out yesterday, and I'm like, oh yeah, it looks good. And then when I go to this thing, I'm like, wow, the retro tink really was good. It really was. You don't notice it in the moment, but when you go back to just normal red, white, and yellow, it makes a big difference. Oh, this hallway looks scary. Oh, you see his arm fall off? That's pretty cool. I wonder if that's a difference in the Saturn too. I can't really tell. My screen is really dark, so I can't tell if he actually died or not. I think he did. Oh no, he's up. Alright, I see it now. Alright, so we gotta find this. Armor key here. It's locked. They got a lot of locked doors. Armor key. Got another jerk over here. I wasted so much ammo there. Yeah, I mean, the retro tink is really good. The problem is it's very expensive, and I didn't have it that long for it to just not be working, and it's not the first time with the retro tink product that I've had quality issues with, so that's the one thing I'll say. But when it works, I mean, it looks good. All right, so I just kind of went all full circle here. All right, okay. All right, let's get out of here. We got to go on that balcony, I think. I got to drop that statue. That is a creepy hallway, though. All right, anything over here? There is a door here. Oh man, you hear that music? That doesn't. Oh, that doesn't look. Oh, I think this is where the forest is, right? I don't want to run over here because I don't want to. Yeah, there he is. Do you have anything? No, I'm just gonna get hit by crows. That's odd. He doesn't have anything on his body. It's just a trap, I guess. So there's rumors that they may be remaking this game again, and I think it would be a good opportunity to have like what if scenarios like they did with the second remake, where you kind of get to play as other characters. So it'd be cool to play like as Kenneth and maybe as Bravo team, play as Forrest, and then some of the other guys here that you end up running into. All right, I'm just gonna take this guy out because he got me last time. Can't tell if he bled out. Nope. Yeah, I don't know about the second one, but the first one I thought they're rebooting the movies, right? From what I understand. Oh, these guys are not staying down. All right, I don't think there's anything else here. There's a door here, it looks like. See where this goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Told myself I wasn't going to kill everything, and here I am killing everything. I'm not going to have any ammo. Where's the other one? There he is. No, I don't want to check it. I gotta equip it. Oh, he's dead? Of course, because I equipped my knife, he's dead. Yeah, Hyperkin's pretty good. I have a bunch of Hyperkin stuff too that I use. In fact, all of my clone consoles are Hyperkin. You got a numeric key here. No, I do not know the passcode. I feel like it's a bad idea coming down here. Oh, there's another one. He was quiet too. Yeah, I think this is what I'm using right now is the 8-bit Duo. Pretty sure it's what it is for the SEGA Saturn. I do have the original controllers, but I just didn't want to use a wired controller. No, I don't want any more ink ribbons. We are going to save. Those just like high storage, or do they do everything like rumble feature? Is there a reason why you would go with that particular one for N64? All right, we got anything in here? Nothing. Bunch of nothings. That's not good. All right, definitely did not conserve my ammo good enough. It's probably what I should have been doing. Oh my goodness, there's a ton of these guys. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just trying to get somewhere safe. I need ammo. Wait, this is all right. All right, it's the beginning. So we're starting to come full circle here. Hey, nothing wrong with that. PS5 controller is very good. So you got to use what you got to use, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. The only reason why I get controllers like this is because I'm using actual hardware, so. Open the door, please. But if I was using emulation for everything, then I would Or just use a PS5 controller too. Or an Xbox controller, whatever. Alright, we got ammo, but it's not enough. Nothing special. Oh no. Oh man, do I need that open though? Like I already know. So that's why it gives you the ammo right on the bed. I knew you were gonna need it. Yeah, be dead. What do we got here? Will you take the shells? Yes. Alright, the Keeper's Diary. At night we played poker with Scott the guard, Elias, and Steve the researcher. Steve was really lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag. Today a high-ranking researcher asked me to take care of a new monster. It looks like a gorilla without any skin. He told me to feed them live food. When I threw it in a pig, they were playing with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before they actually ate it. Around 5 o'clock this morning, Scott came in and woke me up suddenly. He was wearing a protection suit that looks like a spacesuit. He told me to put one on as well. I heard there was an accident in the basement lab. It's no wonder those researchers never rest, even at night. I've been wearing this annoying spacesuit since yesterday. My skin grows musty and feels very itchy. By way of revenge, I didn't feed those dogs today. Now I feel better. I went to the medical room because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on my back, and the doctor told me I did not need to wear the spacesuit anymore. I guess I can sleep well tonight. When I woke up this morning, I found another blister on my foot. It was annoying, and I ended up dragging my foot as I went to the dog's pen. They've been quiet since morning, which is very unusual. Found out some of them had escaped. I'll be in real trouble if the higher-ups find out. Even though I didn't feel well, I decided to go see Nancy. It's my first day off in a long time, but I was stopped by the guard on the way out. They say the company has ordered that no one leave the grounds. I can't even make a phone call. What kind of joke is this? I heard a researcher who tried to escape from this mansion was shot last night. My entire body feels burning and itchy at night. When I was scratching the swelling on my arm, a lump of rotten flesh dropped off. What is happening to me? Fever gone, but itchy, hungry, eat doggy food, itchy, itchy. Scott came, ugly face, so killed him, tasty. Itchy, tasty. Yeah, I hear the emulation for the original Xbox is pretty decent now. I know, I don't know if it's gotten any better, but I know when I tried back in the day, it was kind of a pain to get it to work. Even to get the ROMs to download properly. Yeah, Dreamcast had a fishing game with a fishing reel controller. Yep. Try to see what doors we haven't been in yet. He came out here. Read some tigers have a red eye and a blue eye. Okay, so that's what that is for. That makes sense. You know, believe it or not, Dino Crisis 3 is a game on my wish list for the OG Xbox. I also do want to play that. Even though I hear it's absolutely terrible, I still want to play it. Yeah, die, buddy. Oh, die again. All right. Ah, yes. It's that room with that plant, right? We gotta put that chemical in here. I gotta remember, where is that? Where did I find that chemical? If we go over here, we're gonna get hurt. Oh yeah, Dino Crisis is one of my all-time favorites. The original is the best, and then second one isn't bad. I enjoy it for what it is. And then yeah, Dino Stalker was the one you mentioned last time, which I do want to check out because I have a CRT, and I think that's a light gun game. I would just have to buy the light gun as well. All right. I can't remember if there were enemies here. There is. Yep. We're gonna have to leave that one as is. We gotta find this chemical. Where did I put that chemical? You know, I think what it is the controls is really what ruins it. It's one of those games it's probably a lot better if it had better controls, from what I understand. Oh goodness, I don't remember at all which room has that chemicals in it. And then the other thing with that game is, you know, people were kind of hoping for a continuation of actual Dino Crisis. And then when you're, you know, you're in space fighting these weird dinosaurs, and it has no, from what I understand, it has no continuation, or it's not really related to the original Dino Crisis at all. I think that's what got people upset. That and the controls, probably camera angles. But when it comes to video games, I feel like I'm pretty forgiving. So a lot of games that people hate, I tend to kind of enjoy them. Yeah, I've never actually played the game, so I can't. The controls probably are fine. I'm just going based on, I guess, what YouTubers say about the game. But I've never actually played it myself. All right, so we have one eye, and I gotta remember where the chemicals are. I want to say it's on the other side, somewhere on the other side. Because I thought I found those chemicals. It was pretty early. exploring. Maybe it's in that room where the first box was. Yeah, the map doesn't even give you like what's a save room. So you can definitely tell this is the Saturn version is the very early version of Resident Evil. It doesn't even have like quality of like little minor things like that. Yeah, I don't know if it matters though, Saka. You can probably finish that game and I don't think it has any. I don't think it has any like you don't have to know the story of the first and second one to do the third one. I could be wrong. Mysticles can correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read. And this is not where the chemicals are. All right. This might get me to the top floor, I think. I want to say it's somewhere around here. I'll have to see what that game is going for. I'll have to eBay it. Unfortunately, some of those games like that can be pretty pricey, even though people don't typically like it. Here we go. $120. Yeah, I'm not paying that. I'd have to figure out how to emulate it, I guess. I'm not paying that for that game. I don't know that I would want to pay that for any game, even if it's a good game, to be honest. The only way I would do something like that is if I had trade-in credit and then just paid the difference. They wanted $90 for the original Dino Crisis?
Barry!
Oh, Barry.
Jill, what's going on? Any clues?
No, but something's wrong with this house.
Whoa.
You think so?
This hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere. Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Yeah, actually, my copy of Dino Crisis is my original one from when I was a kid. Where do I gotta go now? I think I gotta go up here. Oh, the strategy guide. That'd be pretty cool. I used to really be big into strategy guides because they would give a lot more than just, what to do in the game. They would do like a lot of lore stuff, uh, extra commentary about the enemies. Yeah, there's very few games that I have from my childhood, but that was for whatever reason. Dino Crisis, the original, was just my favorite game, and I just always kept it. It was like when I'd get in those stupid moments of wanting to trade everything in. For some reason, Dino Crisis was always one like I just could never trade in. But that's other than that, I don't have much either. Oh, this jerk. I just juked him like Barry Sanders. Get out of here, fool. Oh man, that hurts. Did you at least get the money or they kept it all? Oh man. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have been too happy with that. Yeah, I can't say no. Everything that I got rid of was because of me. Wasn't my parents. All right, we're gonna leave the medallion there for now. Yeah, that's pretty cool to have the original N64. I don't think any of my consoles are my original one. All right, there should be a silver door somewhere. There we go. I don't know how I'm remembering where this stuff is. I think some of the other differences too with the Saturn version is like if you look at the water effects here, and then also the smoke effects when she shoots the gun, it's like a dithering effect. It's called, whereas on the PlayStation it was more transparent. But it's not that the Saturn couldn't do it; it was just more lazy development. What do you mean I can't use that here? Oh, do I need something else? No. All right, we killed that plant. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they kept it for you. Will you take the mansion key? Yes. I have too many keys. I don't like how these keys are taking up space, though. Oh, there's a lot of plants here. Look at this. We got tons of plants here. I can't combine it. Yeah, the analog 3Ds, that's the N64 one that they just came out with, right? What I ended up doing is I went on, if I really want to enjoy a lot of these older consoles, I ended up going to Facebook Marketplace. I found a lady that was giving away a Toshiba CRT, and she gave it to me for free. I just had to pick it up. So typically when I'm not streaming a lot of these older games, that's actually how I play it, is on the CRT. I think with N64 it's going to be high because there's just not too many. But I think Hyperkin was making one, or they made one and it was really bad. It might have been because I think I'm sure you're familiar with Metal Jesus. He had reviewed one, a clone N64 console. I'm trying to remember the name of it, and I guess it was not very good, and then it never really ended up coming out. All right, so what do I have here? I have another key now. I need to find that red eyeball. All right, the only thing I don't like is the fact that these keys take up spots. I really don't like that, and I don't remember if they did in the original PlayStation version. All right, this is not good. Yeah, I think as you get more and more manufacturers making those clone N64 stuff, it'll come down in price. And then I think this is another trap. This room kind of looks weird. Kind of lost my train of thought there. I'm sorry. Yeah, as more manufacturers make it, they'll come out with cheaper alternatives. And I think what I was going to say is I think there's mod chips now that are kind of come down in price as well. So I think it will. If not, I mean, N64 is very easy to emulate anyway. I remember emulating N64 games way back in the day. I used to have this at the time really expensive Alienware laptop, but I mean now it would be ancient of ancient computers. And I remember as a teenager emulating N64 games and it actually playing very well. I really don't want to use. I don't have any ammo, and I got ammo right there. There's an enemy right out this door. All right, is this a save room here? I think it is. Probably put some stuff in here. All right, I got that calming music, the false sense of security here. Like I kind of want the knife. And these keys, like I don't even know if I need this key anymore. I really don't want to use a shotgun on that zombie. I'm gonna go back and get that clip. Hopefully he doesn't get me. Yeah, as a kid, I was a big Pokemon fan. I never got into Digimon or what's the other one, Yu-Gi-Oh? I never did get into those. Although I did have a Digimon game on the original PlayStation that apparently is might be a little bit on the rarer side today. Let's go unlock other doors, figure out what else we gotta do. We gotta find that red eyeball. So what we gotta do, we've discovered one medallion, which is probably two medallions. There's one on that painting, I believe. Are you dead? I can't see the blood. There we go. Now he's dead. Now he's deader than dead. Alright, let's see. Alright, looks like every room over here has been... Except for one. There's one in a long hallway there, it looks like. Is it back here, maybe? Oh, Bakugan. Yep. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Alright, I think I gotta go down this hall. There's a door here that's locked. No? Is it not this door? Oh, yeah, we're like all the way in the beginning here. Alright, let's go see if we can unlock this door now. It's locked from the inside. I know this game gets much more difficult once we get into the lab and then have to come back. I do remember at one point I was playing this. I was playing as Chris and I made it really far, and then there was when you go back into the mansion where the hunters come out, and they were just like one shot killing me all the time. Various things. Oh, there's somebody here. I don't know why I'm so amazed by the fact that I can see the character in the mirror. Oh man. Yes, I will take it. I need it. The only Pokemon I played was Yellow and Red, I think, and probably Blue, because the Game Boy Color was the only Game Boy I ever owned as a kid, and then after that, I never got a Game Boy Advance, and then the next handheld system I ever did get was a PSP. So I didn't have any opportunity to play Pokemon games. Yeah, they are crazy. I wouldn't, I'm not that type of collector where I go for full sets and things like that. So I would never pay the prices for it to play, those kind of games. Oh, look at this guy. Broken Legs McGee here. Oh, he's in the mirror too. All right. We got a couple of herbs. This is here. Kind of this little cabinet thing here. What do we got? An ink ribbon? No. You don't have the key for this room. Okay, thanks. I just trolled this guy. Just keep walking in circles. And then with those games, you got to be really careful because you could be buying fakes. So you got to really know what you're looking for with those games. Even if you buy it from like a GameStop, sometimes they get duped too, I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo comes out with remasters of some of those older Pokemon games. I mean, they have to be pretty common. I mean, there had to be one of their better sellers. All right, what door do we need to go through? Hmm. All right, there's a couple of locked doors back in that hallway where the dogs were. It looks like. Go there. Yeah, that's what I figured. So it's definitely a common game. It's just a game that is heavily desired. So people collect it and typically hang on to it. And I'm sure there's collectors out there too that buy multiple copies of it to keep the price high too. And then the other thing with any older games, you have all the resellers that you're competing with. I think this door here is one that we can unlock. Sounds like we're going outside. Oh no. What's over here? Oh, we got a lot of herbs here. But I don't know if there's anything else that we need. I just come out here for herbs. I know in the remake there was you had to lure the dogs in so that you can get something off one of their collars, I think it was. I don't know. I don't think you have to do that here. It's odd. All right, there should be some other doors here as well. Sorry, Jill. You guys can look at Jill's model for a second here. I gotta get out of this hallway. All right, so not this door, the one next door. Carving of a helmet. So there's still another key that we have to find. That's crazy. Dogs. Oh, this is the place that we put the medallions in. I don't even need to be here yet. Did I kill that dog already? I just wasted ammo. All right, trying to think of where we need to go. Oh, there's this door over here. I thought it was here already, though. Isn't this where the paintings are? Yes, it is. What am I supposed to put here? Maybe nothing. Maybe this is where the red. Maybe this is where the other eyeball is. Maybe I am supposed to push the light. Make sure you guys join King Nacho's heist there. A piece of death, and I'll give you the joy of life. Where you push it. No. Yeah, so I think there was something I don't know if there's another switch that Yeah, I think I was supposed to hit a... Oh no. Getting jacked up by these birds. Newborn baby. Oh yeah, I had a feeling I should have probably checked my health there. Wow, there's a lot of blood. I think my save is like way back too. All right, well, everybody, that was Resident Evil on the Sega Saturn there. I think that is a good time to stop the stream on a Tuesday night. We've been streaming for over 2 hours now, between this stream and the one that crashed earlier. So I think this is a good place to stop. I do have one change that I am going to make. I am going to be out on Friday. So I will be streaming on Thursday night instead of Friday night. So be sure to check out that stream. I don't know what the stream for Thursday night is going to be. I'll throw up a poll probably tonight to see what you guys may want to see, whether you want it to be something retro or something a little bit more modern. I'll put some ideas out there, and you guys are also welcome to put some ideas out there too. You can comment on the poll if there's something different that you'd like to see, and if I have it, then it's a good chance that I will be able to stream it for you. So yeah, just look out for those polls, and I'll see you all on Thursday. Yes, everybody have a great week, rest of your week. I'll see you Thursday. And as always, happy gaming. God bless everybody. You have a great night. Thanks for joining.